Hello there. So I'm sure a lot of you know that I dropped a song called In My Head. And if you don't, here is a quick example.
Loops in my head from sunken ships, burn bridges and pointless trips. Never really been the one to face my nemesis. Step to it, no shield, no defensiveness.
Now the reason why I showed you that is because it's important for this video. If you can't tell in the name of the video, I'll be going through each track of this song just individually. Well, stem audio tracks, or whatever you call them, and just show you a quick breakdown of the song. Now, what are stems? They're essentially exported audio files of different sections or instruments or what have you into one file. So this is a range of like vocals, guitars, drums, random instruments, bass, etc., all within a couple of audio files. If you're a producer and you're interested in remixing a song, I would definitely be interested in hearing it. You could DM me at Kubota Music and I could send you like a download link or whatever with all the files. Just let me know if you're down, and we could chat. But let's get into it. This is a breakdown of In My Head. Let's start. So before we start, I should mention that certain parts of the mix didn't export with the audio. So anything that got sent through a bus, like a reverb or like a side distortion or delays, none of that went through. So everything sounds really dry. And I didn't notice. So hopefully you'll still enjoy it. But okay, back to the video. So let's go with the bass. It's pretty basic. Just one note. Mainly the way to make an 808 bass like this really stand out is the mixing it. You don't want it to just be the low end bass, generic 808 bass. What I like to do is I'll put it through a bus or slap a bus input on it. Honestly, I don't know the lingo that well, but then I'll slap distortion on there, make it really aggressive. And then take out the low end, adjust the volume, and yeah, you get like a nice rumble. This really makes the bass stand out more. When it comes to mixing, it's not really making something louder to make it heard. It's about just adding small nuanced little tweaks to it to make it sound louder. I don't know if that really makes sense, but if you're mixing that, that probably makes sense to you. So this is an assortment of like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 different drum packs, all put together. So let's hear it. So that was the intro. Let's go to the chorus. This should be a little more interesting. So this is one of the things that I was talking about, that like crash is way louder than it originally was for some reason. But, some of you might like it. So this is verse 2. Yeah, super basic, regular hip-hop drums pretty much. But this is what the ending sounds like without anything. Yeah, that's the drums, super basic. Now here is, let's see, this is the lead guitar. So with this, it's just a little bit of like, texture, little extra to slap on to the song to make it, a little more interesting. And one of the things that I did was I copied that track, I put a sound shifter on it, and then I turned it up 1 octave higher, and I think I threw on like a bit crusher or something, or like a little bit more distortion. Now let's look at this. So this looks like, so this part, so this is the outro. I think this would be a great little thing to sample if you're a producer, you know, just to mess around with. I actually really like this little lick I made. Yeah, pretty cool. I really dug it. Maybe I could, you know, take it and remix it. Could be interesting. All right, so that's the little lead guitar. Here's the solo. So in the song, this part fades in for some reason. I guess the fade in doesn't export with the stem, which is fine. Oh, and there's no reverb. I'm just noticing, or anything. It's pretty dry, but yeah. All right, let's move on. So that's the guitar solo. All right, so this is the regular guitars. Just basic. One guitar right pan, one guitar left pan. This is the beginning, the first verse. So this is when like the beat drops, and this is where I layered both right and left, and added one extra thing. I don't think there's a mid guitar because I wanted to keep that space filled with the vocals, because guitars fill mid-range where the vocal range kind of sits. Well, not kind of, it definitely does, but so this is the bridge. And this is the chorus. When it comes to the chorus, I don't like to fill it up with a bunch of crazy shit, because this is kind of, you know, where the vocals and the most intricacies shouldn't be placed, in my opinion. Just so the vocals can really cut through more. And this is verse 2, pretty much the same thing, and it does the same thing for most of the song. Alright, so that was the guitars, and this is the intro right here, which is pretty much exactly how you hear it in the song. And then, so I didn't really know what to call this. This is just background instruments. These are like strings and synths and keyboards. Oh, this is still on. Let's see. Yeah, nothing crazy. It's just it's something to just add a little more color to the track. Also to fill up some of the different little frequencies that are kind of spacious still in the mix. So this is the main vocals, like the singing vocals.
Insecurities are plaguing me, yeah. Prison in my head, no breaking free, yeah. I've got enemies, yeah. Always telling me, yeah, I ain't worth the time or effort for my friends and peers, and I believe. Sugar in my brain, no cavities. Hyperactive thoughts are bouncing off the walls, no gravity. Blocking all my options cause I'm watching introspectively, and I've got lots of room for progress, and it makes me feeling weak.
Yeah, that's verse 1.
All these voices in my head are keeping me on edge. Always hearing noise and I don't know how to silence it. I don't really hate myself, but if I had to choose a person, I would look into a mirror, point my finger towards it, and it goes.
Yeah, that's the the lead vocal that you hear. And this is the lead rap vocal.
Loops in my head from sunken ships, burn bridges and pointless trips. Never really been the one to face my nemesis. Step to it, no shield, no defensiveness. My restless pessimism comes with an addictive itch, thick calluses. With a critical eye on my actions from the past tense, and I cringe looking back at it. But that's what growth is about. Never settle down what you used to allow. Always on the prowl for a better route, even with the doubts. The highs feel great, but expect to come down. I'm dumbfounded that I've been round, trying to keep my mind sound grounded at my hometown. I expect my anxiety will come around, just need time for myself every while. But
Yep, that's that. This is the bridge.
I've been running round, trying to catch my breath and find some answers, but I'm slowing down. I've been searching for the goal, but I ain't digging through the ground. Let me be outside my head a minute, help me slow it down, but...
That's that. This is just the low voice at the end.
I've been running round, I've been running round, trying to catch my breath and find some answers.
Yeah, nothing interesting there. This might be a little more interesting. So in a lot of my songs, I don't really do like the traditional like hip hop ad libs. Instead, I like to fill it with like more vocal, like singing stuff. So here's an example.
and I believe.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. What's this?
Always looking for the exit, never getting out.
Hey!
Moments where I forget, but they always come around.
That was more of like a layer, but I guess I put it in the ad libs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so that's the little yeah as I do in the chorus. Let's see what this is. Oh, so this is at the end during the solo. Yeah, that's that.
Round and round and round, it's going in my head. Going in my head. Going in my head. Round and round and round, it's going in my head. Going in my head. Going in my head.
Yeah, that's the chorus for you. And then all these are pretty much layers. Certain sections I only did three layers. Other sections I did 5 or 6. So this is the very, very beginning.
Insecurities are plaguing me. Yeah.
So this is clearly the
Prison in
2,
my
just
head, no
right and
breaking
left.
free. Yeah, I've got enemies. Yeah. Sugar in my brain, no
And then I filled it up with a little more. I think this is 5 layers. Yeah,
all these voices in my head are keeping
and
me
this
on
part
edge.
probably had like
Hearing noise and
7 or 8
I don't know how
layers.
to silence it. I don't really hate myself, but if I had to choose a person, I would look into a mirror, put my finger towards it, and it goes.
And for the rap, just rap layers, normally I'll do 3, sometimes 5, but I think I only did 3 in this one.
Loops in my head from sunken ships, burn bridges and pointless trips. Never really been the one to face my nemesis. Step to it, no shield, no defensiveness. My restless pessimism comes with an addictive itch, thick calluses, with a critical eye on my actions from the past tense, and I cringe looking back at it.
Yeah, and those are the layers. Layers are very important. When it comes to mixing, sometimes people send me just like two layers or 1 layer. Honestly, that's really not enough. You need at least 3. 1 for the right, 1 for the left pan, and then 1 right in the middle, sitting beneath your main vocal tracks. The more the merrier, honestly. Yeah, I didn't really mean to go into kind of the mixing part of it. But if you don't know, I've been mixing for 8+ years, and if you need help with your mix, I got you. I just started a Fiverr account, and I'm actually trying to make a couple extra dollars. So I'll mix your song for $5 in exchange for a positive review. But in the meantime, yeah, that is In My Head, broken down for you. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Round and round and round, it's going in my head. Going in my head. Going in my head. Round and round, it's going in my head. Going in my head. Going in my head.
Loops in my head from sunken ships, burn bridges and pointless trips.